Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of SITV. Today, Michael and I will talk you through the 1-1 tie between Inter and Lecce. We'll talk about Inter's performance, Lecce's strategy, key performances, and the man of the match at the end.
Before getting into this video, if you like what we do here on SempreInter TV, be sure to let us know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below.
Going into this match, we really knew that Inter needed the 3 points against Lecce. Having dropped points against Atalanta last round, conceding an advantage to Juve in the title race, we really needed to come out strong and secure the 3 points. Lecce has troubled some teams this season. Juve also traveling to Lecce earlier this season, tying at that time. Michael, this was a typical trap game for Inter where the bottom sides come out with a strong performance against us when the team is really trying to regain fitness and, lacking the edge a little bit. What were your thoughts on this game?
I thought Inter in the first half were fairly dominating possession all over and looked promising for the result. Brozovic came unlucky hitting the post and Lukaku I think wrongly got a goal disallowed at the end of the first half. The referee called for a penalty on a handball against Sensi, which VAR overturned, which I feel was the correct decision as his hand wasn't in a natural position and very little he could have done about it, so I feel that was the right call.
Anytime you talk about a referee's performance during a match review, it's not a good thing for the referee. Giacomelli having a shocking game, some of you might remember, between Napoli and Lazio. Against Inter as well, I'm sure you can recall a number of calls that he incorrectly called against Inter. However, in this case, it's more of the same and even more disappointing because VAR is there to avoid those things. It's Lukaku's right, defender's right, and goalkeeper's right to go for the ball, which is up in the air in that occasion. And Gabriel went for it. He bobbled the ball. He was not fouled. Lukaku was rightfully there to latch onto it and score. However, the referee came in and called it off, and it was a wrong call in my opinion. That would have given a 1-0 lead going into halftime in that occasion, and at the end of the game, which ends 1-1, that could have been the deciding factor, and you hate to see it, but it's still happening despite VAR being there. In the past, we've seen Conte not being able to make key substitutions at the right time. However, in this situation, he did just that. Bringing on Bastoni was a bit of a head scratcher for some folks, judging by the reactions online. However, it was really important. We've seen in the past that Bastoni is able to play out of the back more efficiently than Godin. And when Bastoni is on the pitch, Conte is more comfortable pushing all the midfielders, all of them, not even have anybody sit back and push all of them forward. And I think he was doubling down in that situation. In that situation, it paid the dividends in the other way, in which Bastoni got at the end of a brilliant cross from Biraghi on the left side, giving us the advantage around 71-minute mark. Unfortunately, we did not capitalize on that. We more of the same, where not being as crisp in the midfield, giving away counter opportunities to Lecce in some situations. One of those opportunities from the left side where Donati got in on the left, crossed the ball, and Menkosu, defended by Bastoni in that situation, got slight bit of an advantage and struck the ball in and tied the game 1-1. In that situation, I understand that the near post is where the goal was scored and Skriniar was trying to defend that post. And so having two men being available to defend that ball and yet still giving the goal is inexcusable in that situation. So poor defending from Inter in that situation, unfortunately 1-1. Very, very difficult to pick man of the match in this situation after such a subpar performance. My vote goes to Brozovic. The guy read himself into the ground, came off hobbling. He was playmaking from the back, orchestrating the offense, as well as trying to get himself into the box, taking initiative when he's seeing others not doing so. So for me, Brozovic was the man of the match. Ultimately, though, 1-1 seems like a fair result. Lecce hold their own very well. They imposed themselves. They were looking dangerous. And in parts of the game, they were even looking like the team that could go ahead and win this thing, which is shocking to say for a team which is fighting relegation, and even more disturbing to hear as an Inter fan when you're battling against Juve for the title. Not all is lost. It's a long season. Surely they will drop points before the end of the season. And we will do better once the new signings are finally here and they are able to make an impact off the bench as well. Until then, thank you for joining us. Ciao ragazzi.